Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing a swing trading recap for August 24th. So if you've been keeping up to the swing trading recaps, you will know that we are in three swing trades, Alibaba, IBM and Microsoft. So we'll go over these three now because we have made some adjustments on Alibaba where we decided to close out one of our two contracts. Reason for this is Alibaba gapped up, I think it was around 5%. For this morning, gapped up 4.5% and made it up to around 5% or 6.5% for market close. Reason for this was actually quite a few reasons. If we're going off straight a technical and statistical basis, is we did become into the first deviation on the daily, so it made sense that we would get a bounce off this level, and that's why we took the long position. Because we did buy it a few days back as it came into this deviation. It didn't quite bounce off here for a few days until today where we got our nice 6% bounce, and that's what we look for on this kind of swing trade every time I post these in Discord and YouTube. So we've got that original bounce, so locked in one contract, as you'll be able to see on screen, when it was up around 35%. So we looked in one just because obviously it was quite a big move in one day, so it wouldn't be unlikely to see a pullback either. Well, it wouldn't have been unlikely to see a bit of a pullback today, maybe to around 4%, 3%, but it wouldn't be unlikely to see a pullback in the next few days. However, this final contract we are most likely going to be holding until the 180, the high 180s, low 190s area. Is ideally where I'll be looking to get out on this, and a stop would probably be right around break even. Main reason for that is if we can get up to the 190 area, we'll probably end up being up over 100% on that final contract, whereas if we come back to break even, obviously then we're only losing 30% on that one contract, but we wouldn't actually be losing anything. It would just be a break even trade on that final contract, so it makes sense for me at least to trade it like that. We'll quickly go over IBM and Microsoft. We haven't changed the position at all, but I'll just show you an updated thought on what I'm waiting for. So with IBM, we have calls, so obviously we want the stock to go up. As you can see, we are kind of just consolidating in this area now. So we're really just waiting for a move. If we do push to the downside, I will look to just get out this trade. Actually, I forgot, we're still coming into this deviation, and I think that's why we're only with 5 contracts. We're looking to add 5 or 10 as it comes into this 135 area. Whereas I want to get in the majority of our size because I think we traded this a few weeks back on this move here where it came into this first deviation then. So we're only in with smaller size now, and would look to get in smaller size, bigger size as it comes on into the daily. However, if we do get a push off here and it doesn't really retrace, we will look to be locking in profits. Probably some of the contracts at 143 and the rest around 145. However, it's more likely that we will probably pull back to this deviation before continuing up, and that's where we were looking to get the majority of the size. Lastly, Microsoft. This trade is actually down about 2 or 3%, you'll be able to see on screen, which is quite weird because we did actually short this at 305, but I guess that is theta and change in premiums, which is affecting that. So we need to wait for more of a quick move to get that premium. But yes, we did, we kind of gapped up, but sailed off straight through that, and have now continued kind of lower for that day. So the reason we did get short at 305 was it was our deviation on the daily, so it made sense to get short here, and also we were at an all-time high, which is usually not the best indicator, or it can not be the best indication to sell, because obviously there is no reason, because we don't have a resistance for people who don't really use these kind of indicators. If you're trading straightly off price action, you don't really have a resistance level. Maybe if you're using Fibonacci extensions, you get a level, but I haven't really tested that, so I don't know where you would even be looking for those levels. So it's kind of harder to shorten those size levels, so that's why I went in with a lot smaller size than usual, because we are at an all-time high, so it's a lot harder to short those, or more risky, should I say, to short those. So yeah, right now we're down about 2% on that trade. We got a price target of, if we're in with 2, I can't remember how many contracts we're in. If we're in with 2, we will lock in one at around 299, 300. If we're only in with 1, we will lock in the one at around 290. And again, if we have 2 contracts, we would lock in the second second contract around 290. So that's it for the swing trading recap. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.